in a little bit. We also have Philip Kastner calling in on the Edwards Food Giant hotline doing the fishing report here in just a few minutes. And we also, at the bottom of the hour, around 7:20, 7:25, somewhere in that neighborhood, right, Damon, we're going to have Grayson Goss call in, who caught you know his dad, Keith, Philip.
Yeah, great folks.
He caught an 1121 largemouth in the Trader Bill's Team Trail tournament this last week in the championship. He and his partner Griffin Ralph, of course, won it going away with almost 25 pounds. An 1121 kicker helped just about anybody.
That's impressive on any lake.
Of course, I'd be the guy that comes in with one fish that weighs 1121. Right. You know, so we're just gonna be talking big fish in the next hour or so, and maybe even talk a little bit about, we had another winner on the elites, and we got a lot of folks up in arms about this week, calling it the forward-facing sonar deal. And I know you have it, Philip. You've used it a lot longer than I have. I have it. You know, if you don't have it and you're crappie fishing, you might as well just
hang it up.
Yeah, because it makes it catching crappie a lot easier. But it does. We'll talk about that as we go on. You want to go ahead and get Philip on? We got a little time here. Let's get Philip on. We'll do a little longer. Go ahead and hit me over there on the button bar there, and let's do the Trader Bill's Outdoor Report, or Trader Bill's Fishing Report, I should say.
It's time for the Trader Bill's Outdoors Fishing Report. With locations in Hot Springs and Little Rock, Trader Bill's is your one-stop for all things outdoors.
Well, Philip, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Fairly confused. We'll start out with the lake levels. For the last 2 weeks, Lake DeGray and Lake Washita have been sitting at full pool, which is kind of sort of odd considering the situation we've been in. Greer's Ferry is 6.5 feet above full pool, and Bull Shoals is still in the ionosphere, 23 feet above full pool. Who knows where that's going to stop? You hit kind of sort of the nail on the head. We're talking about the Trader Bill's Team Trail Championship coming up this coming weekend, this Saturday on Lake Hamilton. Going out of the fish hatchery. The lake is off limits. The rest of this week through Thursday night, Friday, you can free fish and throw whatever chips you got in the pot. First place is a Vexus boat with a trailer, of course, a Suzuki outboard and a Garmin accessories, trolling motor, depth finders, and everything go on top of it, plus a ton of money and prizes for everybody else. We have worked very, very hard at trying to gather prizes for this circuit. We consider it to be the biggest team trail tournament in the state. Of course, Mr. Bass of Arkansas right there with it. It's, the city of Hot Springs has supported us and as well as all of our sponsors, and we have a great prize list to be able to tap into if you're one of the top teams in the state.
Well, y'all have been on Hamilton the last 3 weeks, so some of these fishermen will be getting pretty good at fishing Hamilton. I mean, these guys, I know what Griffin and Grayson caught them on. We saw your nice video you put out earlier today on the Trader Bill's Outdoor Facebook page. So we know the juice there, but what do you think's going to take to win this one coming up? It's going to be hard to beat 25 pounds. Well,
I agree with that. My goodness. How many 11-pounders is Hot Springs going to yield?
No doubt.
I really do think that it's still going to take over 20.
No doubt about that.
We're dealing with some of the top fishermen in the state trying to fight out on one of the best lakes in the state.
Well, there's been several 11s taken out of that lake this year. There's been a 13 taken out of that lake. The night tournaments are producing good fish. What was it last year, Philip, when they were catching 10s out of those brush piles about every week?
Absolutely. It was ridiculous this time of year, last year. And going on too. You know, you look at Tuesday night, Thursday night, Friday night tournaments on Hamilton. Now those are night tournaments.
Correct.
That's a little different creature than trying to fish out there during the day. But you're talking about a championship, and there's a lot of good quality fishermen out there fighting for a great list of prizes. And, you know, Grayson Goss and Griffin Ralph, who you're about to interview here shortly,
Right.
are the next kids, the next people,
Generation.
the next adults that are going to be fighting for the same thing, you know, years from now. So it's going to step up, and those guys, those kids, I hate to use the word kids because they're not, but, you know, they're going to be catching those springers 5 years from now.
Well, and the other thing is they came up using forward-facing sonar. And if you're out there fishing and you know where rock piles are, stump beds, brush piles, channel swings, debris, about anything, you can get out there and turn that sonar on. And like I say, that was a insightful interview you did with the guys today on the Trader Bill's Outdoor page, just because it kind of told exactly what they caught them on and how they did it, which I thought was pretty impressive.
That's exactly, you know, where they're at. You know, the kids they're not kids. I don't want to use that word.
Yep.
They're beyond that.
Right.
But, you know, that's the next step, and that's what's coming up.
Well, hey, a 30 years old's a kid to you and me, Philip. So anyway, well, tell me some deals you got going on and what people ought to be throwing if they're heading to Hamilton this week for the Team Trail Championship.
So, of course, both locations in both Hot Springs and Little Rock, all of our rods are on sale, 20% off. We've got KVD reels on sale at an incredible price. We got a big selection of fishing tackle that will help you win any tournament you're in, guys. If you're ready for a deal on a rod and reel, please stop by.
Philip, we appreciate you. We'll look forward to talking to you next week, same time.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it, buddy. That was Philip Kastner on the Edwards Food Giant Hotline. Like I say, we've got in studio tonight David Shepard and Philip Prater. Philip, you've fished Hamilton many times.
Yeah, I have, and I've not had that kind of luck as Mr. Goss has had.
You didn't net that big one for Lynn Burnett either, did you?
No, he was fishing by himself that day, and I was supposed to go, but didn't get to make it. So
What did he have, 11:30?
It was 11:30 something.
Yeah.
It was really neat too, because he just here recently, if you didn't know, was able to Game and Fish kept that fish until they were able to breed her. And he was able to go back, I think, in April sometime and put it back.
I went to the Lone Oak Fish Hatchery with my granddaughter the other day for a fishing derby. They put on a program at her school, and if you get your boater ed card, you get to go to a fishing. And so they all went to this fishing derby, and Chad Wicker runs that plant. And he took me down to a giant tank. I mean, it looked like a minnow tank, a big minnow tank you'd see at a place. And I looked down in there, and he goes, there's about 60, 70, 80,000 Florida strain largemouths in there. And I looked down, I didn't see nothing. And he got a bucket and dipped down in there, and probably 200, 300 little pair of eyes looking back at me. Just little bitty, and they're breeding those Floridas down there.
That's awesome.
And they're going to take them around the state and drop them. So, you know, if you ever get a chance to go down to the fish hatchery up at Corning, Lone Oak, Hot Springs, you need to do it. Try to get a tour if you can. It's pretty cool. Listen, we'll be back here in about 4 minutes on the wild side, and we're going to talk to Philip and David about a massive fish they caught on the Gulf. See you in about 4 minutes.
All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros has been serving the community for more than 15 years. Locally owned and operated, we offer a wide range of name brand tires, wheels, and automotive service you can trust, so your dollars stay in our community. All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, where customers are treated like family, service like your daddy used to get. Visit in store at one of our 2 locations or shop for tires and service online at allabouttireandbrake.com.
I'm Mark Hedrick from The Wild Side. Let me tell you about Tammy Chase Insurance. Tammy Chase is a wealth of knowledge as she guides her clients through the sometimes confusing world of health insurance and Medicare coverage. I know because she's helped me understand my options and find the perfect fit for me. She'll do the same for you because every client benefits from her expertise and local market knowledge. Give her a call at 501-658-5127. Tammy Chase Insurance. She puts the I care in Medicare solutions. Trader Bill's Outdoors is a one-stop shop for all your fishing and boating needs. They carry Vexus bass boats, Godfrey pontoons, and Taiga surf, wake, and ski boats. Their marine department also features parts and accessories from most boat manufacturers. And if something goes wrong with your boat, their service department is ready to get you back in the game with quality repairs and friendly service. Trader Bill's Outdoors, 1530 Albert Pike in Hot Springs and 12006 I-30 Frontage Road in Little Rock, where great fishing and boating began.
Tiretown Point S in Benton presents Trey Biddy when he joins Justin and DJ in the Zone every Monday to talk all things Razorbacks. Trey Biddy in the Zone brought to you by Tiretown Point S in Benton. Find them online at pointstire.com.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket.
Paid for by Arkansas Highway Safety Office.
If you're like a lot of people I know, you're spending a lot of time at home this year watching basketball and other sports, and your home's your happy place. You may be noticing, though, the scuffs and faded colors on your walls, and that can drive you crazy. That's where CertaPro can help with a paint refresh. They can make your experience worry-free, starting with a free estimate. They're always easy, and they get you a quote right away. Schedule your estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. And each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Have questions about retirement, investments, or your money? Call our financial hotline. Dial 501-381-5228 and leave a voicemail with your specific financial question, and our experts will answer it on the Get Ready for the Future show Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Get your financial questions answered by the pros. 501-381-5228. Call now. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Independent Advisor Alliance. Independent Advisor Alliance and Genwealth Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Congratulations to Henry O'Keefe of Little Rock Christian and Yin-Yo Yang of Conway for being named the All-Arkansas Preps Outstanding Players of the Year in Golf as chosen by the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. They are among the 400 Arkansas high school athletes who will be honored at the All-Arkansas Preps Awards Banquet on Saturday, June 14th, sponsored by CHI St. Vincent. The event is emceed by Steve Sullivan with special guest David Basil and linebacker for the New Orleans Saints, Demario Davis. To find out more about the athletes selected or to purchase tickets to the event, visit allarkansaspreps.com.
The Zone broadcasting live at Reliance Bank in Benton this Friday. Stop by and say hello to Justin and DJ and see what Reliance Bank has to offer. Looking for a new home or a new car? They have a loan package that will fit your needs. Reliance Bank, rely on us.
Welcome back to the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz.
Welcome back to the Wild Side. I'm Mark Hedrick. I'm sitting here with I've got David Shepard with me tonight, and I've got Philip Prater. So we're going to be talking tuna because y'all took a crazy trip. It was kind of a once-in-a-lifetime deal. Philip, why don't you start out? Y'all went to the Gulf.
It was definitely once in a lifetime. I got to thank my buddy Shep here for inviting me. I mean, it was super last minute.
My phone line must have been
yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, he called me at 8:30 on a Sunday night. I said, hey, we got to leave tomorrow morning. So anyway, we headed down there. And
I heard you were really sick, too.
I was
sick. Yeah, didn't feel well.
Not feeling well at all. Right.
But yeah, we made our way down there anyway. And, man, we got on the boat that night and took off. And, I mean, I had no sleep. David come beating on the door of the boat that I was finally slept in for 2 hours at 3:30 and wake up. We're catching blackfins. So we go out there and do that for a bit. And
you caught a big marlin, didn't you?
Yeah, so we caught a few blackfins and then took off to another spot. And then a few hours later, David was nice enough. He said, hey, how about you take the first one? We get a hold of one. You jump in the chair first. I was like, that sounds good. I like that.
The opportunity to catch 85-pound yellowfin tuna out of that same
Oh,
chair.
man.
I've experienced what it feels in there. So.
Yeah.
So it was neat. I mean,
yeah,
I jumped up there when he caught the marlin, and
what did it weigh?
It was they estimated about 275 pounds.
And you put it right back.
Yeah, we didn't even take it out of the water. So there's like a gentleman's agreement down there that you don't even take the bluefin out. And
that's a big fish for that area.
Yeah, I mean, it was right at a 1 hour fight to get it in. So I thought that was long, and then
that's how long it usually takes you to get a bass in.
Oh, easy, Mark.
I've seen you running up and down the gunnels before.
I've never caught a bass before. That.
I don't think I have either. To be honest with you.
But yeah, we that was a lot of fun, and that already made our trip right there. I mean, that's a great trip.
And so Nick, what were you fishing with?
We had ballyhoo lure, and just lures.
Or were you trolling or just
trolling? Yep. We were trolling. We started out jigging for blackfin tuna. And
I hear those fish are kind of fast.
They're very fast. Yeah. I mean, even the blackfin tuna, you're catching 5-10 pounders. They'll wear you out.
They look like Corvettes coming through the water, dude. They are getting it. So you were fishing with a ballyhoo, and so you get a strike.
Yeah. So the way it went down is basically, yes, I told Phil to get in the seat first. He catches the blue marlin, which I was a little bit like
he was jealous,
dang,
right?
Yeah, no doubt.
What in the world, yeah.
But karma's a good thing, dude.
Right,
Karma's a good thing.
And so actually after that, I went and took a nap. So I took a nap for probably about an hour or two and was out like that. I came back and we were there for a couple more hours just hanging out and watching the trolling and watching what was going on. The captain had yelled out. He said, "Hey, there's some whales up here." And I was like, "Cool, I'll go check out the whales." So I climbed up to the top of the Hatteras and looking around. There's 4 or 5 whales are blowing around. They kind of went away. We couldn't find them. Sat there another 10 minutes and they were gone. So I come back down, and as soon as I come down, I'm almost on the last step. It was just immediately like,
bam,
fish on.
Took off. So I was like, my turn to get in the chair.
Now you've obviously caught these before. So did it feel that big?
Oh, it was way different.
Was it?
It was, the 85-pound. I've caught a I can't remember, 50 or 60-pound wahoo before, and then the 85-pound yellowfin tuna on the Robin Lynn as well. But this thing was insane. It was
the drag stripping off of that
when
reel
it first ran
incredible.
off. We could see it took all the line, and you could see metal.
Oh.
And I was sitting there, and I was telling the captain, I'm like, we're about to lose this thing. It's going to take all the line out of here. So anyway, I'm still thinking, and I'm fighting this thing, and it's the most unbelievable feeling I've ever felt in my life. But it just so happened that I was there for probably about 2 hours in the chair at this time, and the fish had actually come up. Now
So you knew it was a Volkswagen.
Oh, we knew.
Yeah,
And you got to understand, it's probably 1,000 yards out there when it came up to the top because it was running. And when it came up, we saw the dorsal fin, and the captain just went crazy. He's like, "That's a bluefin. Stay on this fish," right? So, and the deckhand kept telling me, he's like, "Man, I thought you were going to be done in 30 minutes. You're a man. You're going at it." I'm
now
like,
this is your son's boat, correct?
It is my son-in-law. Yeah,
right. Son-in-law.
He's it's my stepdaughter's husband.
Right.
Just a great guy. His name is Dan Hieronymus. He is literally like, he's a successful businessman, and he is the guy that basically is like extremely talented when it comes to outdoor adventures.
Right.
And he knows this stuff. And the night before, he'd call me and talk about the salinity's great and all this stuff, with the waves are going to be perfect. And he has a great hunting lodge up in Missouri, so he knows this stuff, but he enjoys watching
other folks catch fish.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I do too. You do. I know you do.
Absolutely.
You take a lot of folks.
I take Dave fishing.
Well, do you get to watch him?
Now I get to watch him.
That's right.
So this thing, you got it out there. Now you're getting it in. How long you been on it? 3 hours or so?
I went a total of, after we saw the dorsal fin, it was about 2 hours in. We knew what it was. I'm still fighting, and at this time, I'm all adrenaline, and I'm like, I'm getting this fish in. I'm going to do it. And anyway, so it went on for another hour and a half. So I was in the seat for about 3.5 hours, and the deckhand, his name was Gunner. He literally told me, he said, "Man, you did an amazing job. I don't know how you stayed in there that long." He said, "But we don't want to lose this fish, and I don't want you to make a mistake."
Yeah.
I get the drift, right? I understand what he's saying, so I hop up and I let
Whoa, hop up. Come on, Dave.
Yeah, I fell over.
We had to physically help him out of the chair.
So did you end up gaffing it? Is that what you ended up doing?
Well, we did at the end.
Eventually,
and then just
it took all 5 of us.
Yeah. Pulling in the back of the boat.
The crazy thing is Dan gets in the seat. When Dan gets in the seat, well, I'll talk about that here in a minute.
Yeah. We'll come back out of this break. We're gonna call our buddy Grayson Goss, in Hot Springs. We're going to talk about a big fish with him, and then we'll come back to your story. We're going to tease that a little bit and come back to yours.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yep. See you about 4 minutes here on the Wild Side.
It's where you'll always be. You're living proof that there's grace in this world. On the wild side, living free.
I'm Trey Reid from the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz, and when I'm looking for a great home-cooked lunch on the fly, my go-to spot is the deli at my neighborhood Edwards Food Giant. There's always a great selection of delicious meats and vegetables, fresh from the kitchen and served with a smile by the friendly folks behind the deli counter. You'll get heaping portions with cornbread or a dinner roll and a drink to wash it down, all for under $9. For home cooking without the hassle of washing dishes, go see our friends at Edwards Food Giant. It's time to hit the lakes and rivers, but before you back that boat into the water, stop by Battery Outfitters in North Little Rock, because the boat ramp is a bad place to discover a dead battery. Jacob Johns and the crew will take care of you like family and make sure you're charged up and ready to roll before you make the first cast. Bad batteries take your fish finder out of the equation, and you can't stay on the fish if your trolling motor won't turn. So take charge of your fishing fortunes with a trip to Battery Outfitters, 5915 JFK Boulevard. Spring and summer may be behind us, but that doesn't mean there's not a good reason to get out to Lake Maumelle to enjoy a day on the water. Trey Reid here from the Wild Side to tell you about West Rock Landing. Our friends at West Rock have everything you need to enjoy a day on the lake. Whether you're fishing for bass or crappie, or just taking in the amazing views of the Ouachita Mountains, West Rock offers bait, tackle, boat rentals, and so much more. Check them out at westrocklanding.com or go see them just a few miles west of Little Rock on Highway 10. West Rock Landing, your gateway to Lake Maumelle.
Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse presents Match Game on Morning Mayhem. Listen for your chance to play their version of the classic TV game show. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters for over 30 years. Call 501-568-0040 today or click online at arkansastruck.com.
This is Pat Bradley, and you've heard it before on The Buzz, how Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union is helping members step into the future with their summer auto loan special. Ultra low rates as low as 1.99%, 84 months financing, and no payments for 90 days. Offer valid on new, used, or refinanced 23, 24, and 25 models. Deals like this don't last forever. Apply online at alcoacommunityfcu.org and drive into the future with Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, serving 15 counties across central Arkansas.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know, to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man. No, wait, my phone! Come back! It's got my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life! Come back!
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
DQ presents How to Hit Summer's Sweet Spot. The new DQ Summer Blizzard Treat menu is here. And as the official treat of MLB, we're swinging big with our fan favorite S'mores Blizzard Treat. Plus, new mixing bowl mashup with brownie batter and chocolate chip cookie dough. And even more in our Stack Summer lineup. Hurry in today because nothing says summer like baseball and our new Summer Blizzard Treat menu. Right now at DQ. Happy tastes good. Participation may vary. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Congratulations to Alan Gallardo Lopez of Fayetteville and Lily Bershears of Rogers for being named the All-Arkansas Preps Outstanding Players of the Year in Cross Country as chosen by the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. They are among the 400 Arkansas high school athletes who will be honored at the All-Arkansas Preps Awards Banquet on Saturday, June 14th, sponsored by CHI St. Vincent. The event is emceed by Steve Sullivan with special guest David Basil and linebacker for the New Orleans Saints, Demaria Davis. To find out more about the athletes selected or to purchase tickets to the event, visit allarkansaspreps.com.
Coach Kevin Kelly on the Zone is presented by the Woodrock Athletic and Racket Club. It's pool season. Join today and save 40% off the joining fees the month of May only. LRAC.com.
Welcome back to the Wild Side. I'm Mark Hedrick. We've been recounting a tuna story. We'll come back to that at the bottom of the hour here. But we've got Grayson Goss calling in from Hot Springs. and he fished the Trader Bill's team trail with Griffin Ralph, who's been on our show before. Welcome to the show, Grayson.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are y'all doing?
Well, we're great. We're great. We, I saw you and your partner at the Commissioner's Cup a couple of weeks back, and y'all were a little upset you didn't do better. I mean, fishing is just what it is. It's fishing. Some days are great, some days aren't. So you went out and fished the Trader Bill's team trail, Trader Bill's high school trail championship last weekend, and y'all had an epic day. You're fishing with the guy. Griffin is a big fish guy anyway. He got a 13 and change on Millwood. Tell us about how you caught your fish. For those of y'all who are just tuning in, Grayson caught an 11.21-pound largemouth on Hamilton this week as a kicker to secure almost a 25-pound bag, and he and his partner won the Trader Bill's high school trail. So tell us a little bit about how that happened, Grayson.
Yes, sir. So we had a pretty disappointing weekend the week before.
Right.
And so the week before the tournament, we decided to go out, and we had to grind a little bit more. Home lake is always, for some reason, it's always a little bit tougher.
Yep, hard.
Yes, sir. And so we go out there. We started off throwing a Demiki rig with our live scope, just on some schooling fish.
Right.
And we get a pretty decent limit, probably 10 or 11 pounds. And then we go hit some of our brush piles, and they start eating the big worm, and got a 4 and then a 3.5, and then it got slow for a minute, and then threw the worm in there, and
bam,
just got lucky and caught a big one.
Well, so I assume Griffin netted that for you. I don't think you boat flipped it, did you?
No, sir. Griffin had it in the net. It came up and was jumping. It was going crazy. It was pretty scary.
Well, I'll tell you, that 11-pounder could have helped you in the Commissioner's Cup. You know that, don't you?
Oh, I know for sure. Or even one of the 4-pounders that we had.
Yeah, y'all had a good sack. You just needed a good kicker in there. And the guys that had the kickers did well in that tournament. But tell me what y'all were using and kind of what depth you were fishing, if you so feel.
Yes, sir. So we were going down just brush piles in probably 15 to 20 foot of water. We were using a 1/4 ounce weight on a Texas rig with a 5/0 hook that would go to the old monster plum.
Right.
Just a big worm.
Yep.
And that big profile just on the cloudy day gets them to eat a little bit better, and just they were munching.
Well, that for folks that you fish for Lakeside Fishing Team, and Christy up there does a heck of a job with you guys. We want to get you and Griffin on the show to talk a little bit before you head out to the. You got a big tournament coming up in July. Is it the Bassmaster for you guys? Is that what's coming up?
Yes, sir. It's I think the one in July or August. It's the Bassmaster Nationals.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like a big tournament.
Right.
Probably 200, anywhere from like 250 boats to like 400.
Well, you need to go down there and represent your school and Trader Bill's. Go down there and
Yes,
win
sir.
that
That'd
sucker.
Be great.
Win that thing. But we want to get y'all on. I know that Griffin fished with your brother last year, and he graduated. I think he's down at what? He's in college in Louisiana now, I believe. And then you are fishing with Griffin this year, and he'll graduate. So who's your partner next year?
So before this year, this is the first year me and Griffin have fished together. I've always fished with Wally. He's
right.
He's the Lakeside too. He's the quarterback, and he had a pretty busy year this year.
Right.
Junior recruiting and all that. So, but we're gonna run it back next year and hopefully win state for the 3rd time. That'd be great.
No doubt. See you at the Commissioner's Cup. No doubt about that.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, I appreciate you calling in and recounting and giving us a juice on your big fish. And we'll get with you in the next month or so and get you and Griffin to come in and talk about some future tournaments.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Thanks,
you.
Grayson. Thanks. Well, why don't we just go right ahead and hit the Tammy Chase trivia question? We're going to go a trivia question here.
It's time for this week's Tammy Chase Insurance Outdoor Trivia Question. You may not know the answer to this week's trivia question, but Tammy Chase has the answers for all your health insurance and Medicare needs. Tammy Chase Insurance. She puts the eye care in Medicare solutions.
And she does. She does put the eye care in it. Dave, I want you to give us the trivia question this week because you caught that big tuna. Now, we hadn't really told everybody how big your tuna was yet, but we're going to do why don't you do the trivia question real quick?
Yes, sir. What is the world record all-tackle bluefin tuna?
Yeah, we just want to know the all-tackle record bluefin tuna. You know, you don't have to know where it was caught. You don't have to know anything but how big it was. If you know the rest, you know, I mean, I'm sure the Google fingers are going crazy right now, but if you get the right answer, you get a $10 Sonic gift card from our friends at Tammy Chase Insurance. Nice. And next fishing trip, you'll be able to swing in and get you a burger, fries, and a big Dr. Pepper.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it at all. We'll go back real quick. We're going to go back while we're waiting on the phone lines. And, David, you were telling me, so I guess the mates jumped in the seat.
Yeah,
now.
the fight was over for me.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I fell out of the chair. And I'm completely dehydrated.
Yeah.
Like I just been to war. So Dan gets into the seat. He's fighting for like 5 minutes, and the fish just stops. And
well, you heard it.
Yeah.
You heard it. Is what it was.
Certainly did, right?
Yeah. I mean, you hurt the thing.
Yeah. Well, the captain said, "Oh, he's resting up for his next go. Whatever." Another 30 minutes goes by, and it's still nothing. And the captain finally goes, "Yep, he's dead." Problem is
getting him up.
He's way down there. I mean, he had took a lot of line on his last go. So
like reeling up a manhole cover.
It was
about 20 of them.
Something else. Well, it took an hour and a half to do this.
Wow.
To pull it up, and
so they fight to the death, kind of like a striper.
It really did. I mean, and the thing is on this, they weren't even sure what kind of tackle they had on. We weren't going out there fishing for a massive bluefin.
Yeah.
So the deckhand and the captain were like, I don't even know what pound test we've got on the leader.
No
so
clue.
we had to let the drag off a lot and just let the fish run. So it just wore itself out. And like Dave said.
So tell us what it weighed.
Yeah, so they asked me what it weighed, and I had told them I thought it was 750 pounds. We went to Joe Patty's, which is a pretty popular place in Pensacola. We went to Joe Patty's and did the official weigh-in, and the official weight came in at 721 pounds, and that's bled out.
Wow. And y'all have got some fish. You got some back?
I got some Sunday on Mother's Day. Courtney brought me some. So there's another – I know there's another 30-pound block she told me about, but she said she couldn't carry it.
No doubt. And there's a lot of people on the Gulf that the captain gave some of that fish to.
I believe so. That's you know what? To be honest with you, we flew back out that day. I'm not exactly sure what they did with all.
Were you able to walk to the plane?
It was tough. Man.
I was struggling.
I was gassed.
I know. I imagine you were.
Yes, sir.
I imagine you. Well, okay. We got the phones lighting up one more time. We want to know the all tackle world record for bluefin tuna. First guy or gal that calls in and gets it gets a $10 Sonic gift card. We got somebody on the line?
Yeah.
Who is it? Well, who we got?
It's Reggie.
Reggie, what is the all tackle world record for bluefin tuna?
1,496 pounds.
Oh, man, you got it. Yeah, you got it. That's awesome, Reggie. How long did it take you to Google it? That's not something you get asked every day. Philip and I and David had to Google it. That's a heck of a guess. Way to go. Is caught off Nova Scotia in 1979.
Wow.
Yeah, so pretty. You stay on the line. I'm going to get Damon to get your information, and we'll get you a Sonic gift card coming from Tammy Chase Insurance, who puts the eye care in Medicare. Thanks again. Guys, we got about 45 seconds here. Damon slipped back into the control room to get the landing gear down, get the flaps down. We're going to land here and hopefully be back in the air here in about 4 minutes and, 4 seconds, something like that, Damon?
Roughly.
Very
roughly.
Yeah, that's our stewardess speaking. But
where's the captain?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know where. But anyway, guys.
He ain't in that seat.
No. We'll be back with you here in about 4 minutes on the Wild Side.
Mr. Phillips found old Johnny Cash.
All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros has been serving the community for more than 15 years. Locally owned and operated, we offer a wide range of name brand tires, wheels, and automotive service you can trust, so your dollars stay in our community. All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, where customers are treated like family, service like your daddy used to get. Visit in store at one of our 2 locations or shop for tires and service online at allabouttireandbrake.com.
Hey folks, Mark Hedrick here to tell you about Battery Outfitters in North Little Rock. They're here to serve your battery needs, from cell phones to hearing aids to power tools. And when it comes to service, Battery Outfitters is second to none. Got a problem with your truck or your boat battery? Just pull in at 5915 JFK Boulevard and the Battery Outfitters crew will handle the rest. And don't forget to ask about Key Fob Friday and watch Battery Saturday. You'll be glad you did. Battery Outfitters, 501-537-4990 for all your battery needs.
Trader Bill's Outdoors has the largest fishing tackle selection in the region, including the newest lures and the newest colors, as well as a wide selection of locally made lures that are proven winners on Arkansas lakes and streams. They also carry top-of-the-line rods and reels by the industry's leading companies, and they employ local anglers who are always prepared to answer your questions and set you on the path to success. Trader Bill's Outdoors, 1530 Albert Pike in Hot Springs and 12006 I-30 Frontage Road in Little Rock.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment presents Coach Nolan Richardson when he joins Randy and Rick on Drive Time Sports every week for Rollin' with Nolan. Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Poen. Find them online at ametrucks.com.
Shipments of spring and summer fashions are arriving at Bell & Sword. That means swimwear from Saks, Peter Noir golf wear and shirts, Johnny O's store within a store. Be sure to check out the Faraday line and Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. So hurry in for a great value on quality men's clothing at Bell & Sword for your spring and summer items. And you'll look fantastic. Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in downtown Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
Lion Legal is having their quarterly free legal clinic Saturday, May 17th at the Lehman Library in North Little Rock from 9:30 in the morning till 12:30 in the afternoon. Servicing the community they love, Lion Legal provides 4 legal clinics per year to help you with common life issues, divorce and custody, sealing criminal records, debt defense, consumer protection, real estate issues, and simple wills and POAs. Please bring all relevant information and documents to the Lehman Library Saturday, May 17th for Lion Legal's free legal clinic.
This is Trey Johnson. If you're looking for a new trailer or truck bed, HJ Trailer Sales has got you covered. If it's a heavy-duty trailer for hauling, a sleek truck bed upgrade, or you just need trailer repairs, HJ Trailer Sales is your one-stop shop with a wide range of top-quality trailers built to last for work, play, and everything in between. Plus, our experienced team for all your trailer repair needs. HJ Trailer Sales, trailers, truck beds, and repairs. We've got your back. Off Albert Pike in Hot Springs or hjtrailersales.com.
Spring is here, and so are soggy wands and muddy paw prints. Caddy's Touch Landscaping specializes in transforming outdoor spaces with refined solutions, drainage systems, retaining walls, and flower beds designed with ease of care in mind. Plus custom decks, fencing, and synthetic turf design to help clean up your kids' play areas and pet runs. Customize your space to enjoy year-round. Call Caddy's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770. Let a Caddy's Touch turn your dirt into dreams. The Zone broadcasting live at Reliance Bank in Benton this Friday. Stop by and say hello to Justin and DJ and see what Reliance Bank has to offer. Looking for a new home or a new car? They have a loan package that will fit your needs. Reliance Bank, rely on us.
I'm a real wild one. Wild one. Wild one. Wild one.
The Wild Side Outdoor Report is brought to you by West Rock Landing, your gateway to fishing and fun on Lake Maumelle.
Well, before we go to the outdoor report, I want to thank Grayson Goss, who he and his partner won the Trader Bill's High School Trail with 25 pounds on Lake Hamilton last week. He called in on the Edwards Food Giant hotline. So we appreciate that. Grayson, we'll look forward to getting you on the air. As far as the outdoor report goes, the West Rock Landing at Lake Maumelle TNT results last week. They're running from 6 till 9 right now. You know, you've seen how low the lake is. They're going to wait a week or so before they start trying to get it back to 10 o'clock just because lake is trying to come up. First place, Josh Jeffers and Aaron Presser with 13.39 with a big bass of 3.94. And second place, Cody Bryant, Brad LeCue with 11.32. And if you'll remember.
They've never fished there, have
Yeah,
they?
well, Brad, you know, most of the time Cody catches them, let Brad bring them in. So that's what I hear. Don't you hear the same thing?
Yeah. I mean,
didn't he used to put out fires at one time?
Oh,
Brad?
absolutely.
So anyway, it was nasty weather, a lot of rain, high winds out there. It was brutal. I went out to the weigh-in, and it was cold. So congratulations to those guys. Been seeing a lot of spoonbill, big spoonbills come in from North Arkansas. I saw a guy catch some really nice ones up on Twin Creek, and that's something that people are just starting to target a little bit now. So that's something to keep an eye on. That could be pretty neat. TBF of Arkansas on Millwood. First place for the boater was Jake Henderson with 14.58. First place, no boater, was Ray Dotson with 12.11. And on the Trader Bill's High School Trail on Hamilton, like we mentioned earlier, first place, Grayson Goff and Griffin Ralph with 24.91 with 11.21 big bass. Second place, Connor Gartman, Blake Starr with 18.11. They had an 8.96 big bass. You know they thought they had it won.
It's a nice
third place, Hunter Sanders and Zane Cobb. Those guys can fish out of, I believe it's Cutter Morning Stars where they fish out of. They had 6.27 big bass and 15.70. And then the junior division, Bennett Bullard and Kai Blaylock. Kai Blaylock's got a daddy that knows how to fish.
Oh, man.
And Bennett can fish, too. 16.22, and they had a 6.67 big bass. Cooper Treese, Beckett Hanna, 13.90 with a 4.89 big bass. And Blake Livingston and Jake Gaston had 11.35. So that's our Trader Bill's outdoor report for the week. So appreciate them. Yeah, we got the winner. Reggie Marks won the $10 gift card to Sonic, presented by our friends at Tammy Chase Insurance. So, Philip, I saw where Tucker Smith won the Bassmaster Elite, young guy on Fork over the weekend. You know there's giants in Fork.
Oh, that was impressive to watch.
127 pounds. What was it, 127.8, I believe?
For 4 days. It's absolutely incredible.
And he's picking them off out of brush piles, kind of using forward-facing sonar. You use forward-facing sonar. I use it to some degree crappie fishing. Is it kind of like if you're going to fish these tournaments nowadays, if you don't, it's like the old Alabama rig days when they're throwing
you better have the tool in your chest.
Right. You better have that tool. Right. Yeah. I mean, I've said before, it's a lot easier to dig a hole with a backhoe than it is a post hole digger. And if you've got the tool, if you got a backhoe, use it.
It's a lot of times, and these guys obviously are just incredible at that technology.
Right.
They've got it dialed in. For me, personally, a lot of times for me, it's just trying to find the fish. You know, I mean, if you're fishing brush piles, you know, pulling up and being able to drop a trolling motor in and scan a brush pile, it allows your time to be utilized more appropriately during a tournament day.
Right. Right.
And you know, like I said, I've got a lot to learn with it, and I probably will never be at a level most of these kids are. I say kids, you know, these young men are that are growing up with it.
Right.
They've just got it, like I said, just got it dialed in. It's incredible to see that, and I know there's a lot of people not happy about that.
Well, I tell you, you know, like I say, when I grew up, you know, fishing, you just pretty much took your pole and pushed it down and see how deep, you know, I mean, really. And then you had flashers, and you had this, and paper graphs, and liquid crystal, and I mean, we've progressed to this. I mean, within the next 10 years, I mean, I think you'll just be shooting photographs of fish underwater, but you know, it does. You still got to learn to catch them. Brad LeCue said it best one time. He said, I don't catch all the fish I see, but I catch a lot of fish that I wouldn't have seen otherwise. Yeah, and that pretty much sums up. Damon, while we're here, why don't we do the tip of the week real quick? All about tire and brake tip of the week.
Well, let's see.
It's the All About Tire and Brake Tip of the Week. All about tire and brake, because you deserve hassle-free service.
Well, I got a couple of tips for you. One of them is we talked about this program that some of the public schools are doing through the Arkansas Game and Fish. They're doing a program where you can actually take boater safety, and you learn it through the schools. That would be something, if you're teachers or educators out there, you might want to check with Arkansas Game and Fish Commission and see how they can help you with that. I know the folks that did it through my grandchild's school went through the East Initiative, and they had folks with Game and Fish helping. So that's a tip. I would definitely, say, get out there and give that a whirl. But the other tip I got this week that's that I want to go over, and I'm a barbecue fan. My buddy Rich Cosgrove has Whole Hog over North Little Rock. Love his barbecue.
Best barbecue in the state.
It's great. HB's barbecue out on Lancaster, in Southwest Little Rock. Jenny Wright and her family run that place. They are celebrating 65 years of smoking barbecue the week of June 2nd through June 6th, which just happens to be my birthday, June 2nd. So, I mean, I may
happy early birthday,
yeah,
Mark.
thank you. I may have to slip out there. They've been in business since 1960 to 2025. So they're doing a little thing. They won't be open next week, but from June 2nd to June 6th, they want you to come out, join them as they celebrate 65 years of smoking barbecue. There's going to be giveaways, goodies. Who knows, Jenny may even bring a cake out. But if it'll be fun. I mean,
65 years, Mark. Are they older than you?
Well, yeah. No. I'll have about 6 years on them.
Oh, okay.
So I just look good.
That's what it is.
I'm not all. The smoke hadn't got to me yet.
That is a long time.
So anyway, well, that's our no. That's our all about tire and brake tip of the week. I had a couple of them there, so definitely go out and check out our friends at HB's and check on a little fishing program through the Arkansas Game and Fish.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special urgent phone call on line 1. This is Matt wanting to ask the boys a question.
All right.
Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Philip, I was just wondering, you're such a good fisherman, catch all these big old fish.
This has
I was
gotta
wondering,
be
do you ever
Matt.
bring fish to the men at the firehouse?
Oh, man.
Man, I don't even know who this is, Mark.
Yeah, it's just
Would
some
you tell
guy.
me your last name, Mr. Matt?
I'm Prater. Matt Prater.
Matt Prater.
I knew there'd be some jokesters here.
Oh, man. Well,
Matt, we'll work on that, buddy.
Philip and I need to go out and catch some crappie.
Yeah, I've got to take Mark out there to guide me.
Yeah. Well, I need to get you to take. I just want you to go so I can use your license.
Hey, I mean, we just
Well,
need,
we need to take
need
Dave.
some love here at the firehouse every now and again. I was just hoping, Philip tells about himself, his big muscles, helping reel in that big fish.
Yeah. Well, Matt, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. We'll have Philip get you some fish.
Dave,
All
you
right,
gonna
what
bring
I'm
us
talking
some
about.
tuna?
Yeah, I'll bring you some tuna.
There
At the
you go.
firehouse.
There you go. Well, guys, we got one more segment left. We'll be coming in with our keepers and culls. In the last segment, we're going to talk a little bit more about fishing. And I think Trey's going to be out again next week. He's going to be, I think he's heading down. I mean, he may be going to Florida to fish. So we'll be back in about 4 minutes on the Wild Side.
I'm Mark Hedrick from the Wild Side here on 103.7 The Buzz. You probably already know Edwards Food Giant as the meat people. And when I'm looking to throw a steak on the grill, my first stop is the incredible meat counter at Edwards Food Giant. Ribeyes, fillets, strips, T-bones, and porterhouses. Whatever your favorite cut, you'll find the best selection of certified Angus beef at Edwards Food Giant. Their prices are great, with weekly specials that will make your next steak dinner as affordable as it is tasty. Go see them today. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people.
Navigating the world of health insurance coverage can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why Tammy Chase Insurance is here to help. Medicare coverage, health insurance, indemnity, life, dental, and vision. Tammy Chase and her team have the expertise and resources to help you figure out the plans and coverages that are right for you. Check them out on the web at TammyChaseInsurance.com or stop by in person at 8414 Counts Massey Road in North Little Rock. Tammy Chase puts the I care in Medicare solutions.
Mark Hedrick here from the Wild Side to tell you about our friends at West Rock Landing on Lake Maumelle. I've been fishing Maumelle for decades, and even though I've learned a few things about catching fish on the lake through the years, I've also learned that it all starts at West Rock Landing. If you're looking for a place to hold your next bass tournament, our friends at West Rock are ready to help you take care of the details. Their covered deck is perfect for weigh-ins. They can also set you up with a boat rental for a day of fishing or a day of just enjoying the views and the area's wildlife. Go see them today. West Rock Landing, your gateway to Lake Maumelle.
This is Mark Hedrick from the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz. With Razorback baseball heating up this spring, the Wild Side is making a temporary move, airing Wednesday nights at 7 through the end of April. The Wild Side, the outdoor show you've been waiting for, only on 103.7 The Buzz.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong, whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking. We cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know, to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man. No, wait, my phone! Come back! It's got my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life! Come back!
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
DQ presents How to Hit Summer's Sweet Spot. The new DQ Summer Blizzard Treat menu is here. And as the official treat of MLB, we're swinging big with our fan favorite S'mores Blizzard Treat. Plus, new mixing bowl mashup with brownie batter and chocolate chip cookie dough. And even more in our Stack Summer lineup. Hurry in today because nothing says summer like baseball and our new Summer Blizzard Treat menu. Right now at DQ. Happy tastes good. Participation may vary. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
For every smile shared, for every adventure that sparks a lifetime of memories, for inspiring a love of nature that never ages, for conserving wonder for our world, for generations, for 100 years of memories made, and for the ones still to come. Join us as we celebrate 100 wild years at the Little Rock Zoo, where the past meets the future, for now and for the next 100 years.
Chris Kane joins Morning Mayhem each Monday to mix it up with the guys. Chris Kane on Morning Mayhem is presented by Trader Bill's. Trader Bill's, your one-stop shop for all things lake.
Welcome back to the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz. It's time for this week's Keepers and Calls, presented by Battery Outfitters. Sometimes you keep them, sometimes you throw them back. But when it comes to your battery needs, the service and selection at Battery Outfitters are always keepers.
Well, I talked to our buddies over at Battery Outfitters today. And guys, they got a full bloom sale going on right now through May 5th through May 31st of this year, of course. You can go online and get coupons for car and lawnmower batteries. So they got some discounts on car and lawnmower batteries. If you hadn't ever checked out Battery Outfitters over in North Little Rock, and they've got Battery Outfitters all over, but check them out. They're on 5915 JFK Boulevard in North Little Rock. Go over and see our buddy Jacob Johns or any of the guys over there, and listen, they can help you out. They know batteries, and they do marine batteries, car batteries. They've been great for. I've got a AGM in my boat right now. I've got one of their AGMs in my truck, so they keep me going. The other thing I wanted to mention, as far as a keeper goes, Lake Maumelle. Did you see that full moon last night?
Oh, it was amazing.
It was unbelievable.
It was still there this morning when I got up to go to work.
I would imagine. The lake's 5 to 5.5 feet below pool, but they are fish. A lot of people are catching a lot of fish out there. Bass have been biting, but I'd got to think those bluegill and red ear ought to be all over those beds.
That's why I'm going to take you fishing.
So that's a keeper. That's a keeper. That's a keeper right there, guys. Go out there. You know, this time of year, and you know it, you can catch them faster. You can clean them.
Oh, absolutely.
And so go out there and I'm going to give that a whirl tomorrow or Thursday. I don't know what day, but I'm going to be out there one day trying to catch some bluegills. Guys, we've had a ball tonight talking about big bassin and big tuna. You know, I think maybe it might be nice to give a shout out to the boat captain and the whole 9 yards, tell them how they can get a hold of them. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Give a shout out to him.
Well, Captain Jeff LaCour
Yep.
was our captain down there, and he's awesome.
Yeah.
Our deckhand that day was Gunner. Not sure what Gunner's last name was, but he was great. And of course, Dave's son-in-law.
Yeah, Dan Hieronymus.
Incredible.
I mean, just nothing like this happens without Dan Hieronymus. And, like I said, he's just that guy that enjoys watching everybody else, do what he loves to do.
I think anybody that is really obsessed with the outdoors and enjoys the outdoors really enjoys watching others.
They sure do
catch them really more than they enjoy catching them, because it's that
you're getting other people hooked on it.
Yeah,
and that's what's fun about it.
And it's like the Commissioner's Cup. I'll bring that up again. You see these first, second, third graders coming in, been fishing all day with their grandpa or grandma as their boat captain, or their mom or dad, and they've got a 5-fish limit that weighs 10 pounds or 12 pounds or 16 pounds. You just don't know. And they can't carry that bag up to the weigh-in stage. They're both doing it. And to look on their face, if they just weigh in one fish or weigh in a limit, if they lose or win, it's a win.
Yeah.
So
they're out there on the water, out there outside, enjoying what the state has to offer, and not stuck behind a video screen.
No doubt. And that's what makes it fun. So definitely want to get out. Maybe you and I'll try to hit the lake next.
You said tomorrow, right?
Well, I could go tomorrow. Maybe. I mean, that might be the thing to
Cindy?
do. But
Is Cindy going to let you do that?
Cindy will let me. Cindy
That's
will
good.
let me. I think she probably wants me to. Last thing I want to leave with the 34th Annual Arkansas Game and Fish Foundation Hall of Fame Banquet, presented by Banded, will be Saturday, August 23rd, 2025, at the State House Convention Center. If you had never been to one of these, they have Hall of Fame inductees that they'll be bringing in and inducting into the Arkansas Game and Fish Foundation Hall of Fame. They'll have raffles, they'll have food, they'll have guests. If you had never been to one, you need to go to one. It's just a lot of fun to be there. And another perk of winning the Commissioner's Cup is the winners get to go and be introduced in front of the crowd of 1,800 to 2,000 people.
Wow, nice.
That'd be fun.
So to see those guys walk up on the stage and 1,800 people clapping for them. They also have the archery winners and stuff like that. But promoting youth fishing, promoting youth outdoors, it's just something that can't be beat. Now, your stepdaughter, how old is she now?
She's about to turn 18 this month, and
she's still go
graduating
fishing
in
with
2
you?
weeks. Some.
Yeah.
She's got a boyfriend now, so
Yeah. Well, she ain't
that
fishing
takes
with you anymore.
precedence.
Yeah, she doesn't even talk to you. She doesn't say much anymore. Well, guys, Damon, you're kind of been the goat in the stall tonight, as they put it. Race horses. We got some folks in here tonight. They're a little high strung, so you're kind of the keep those race horses calm, Damon. Wouldn't you agree, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We're glad to have him.
No
he
doubt.
wrangled us in.
Well,
so next week we'll be here. I don't know the night for sure, Damon, because I think we got the Southeast Conference baseball tournament starting next Tuesday.
Go Hogs.
So yep.
Hogs.
Yeah. I think we got a shot this year if we don't lose a lot.
We got a Georgia guy. We got a Georgia guy here too. So we got
I'm a Georgia guy, but my daughter went to Fayetteville.
There you go. There you go.
hopefully they won't go past midnight.
Yeah, no doubt, which we've sat up here before and watched them. But hopefully we'll be on next Wednesday. I'll be on our Facebook page updating folks. Trey will be out next week, but he'll be back the following week. I want to tell everybody how much I appreciate him tuning in. Philip,
We thank you,
Dave, Grayson, thanks for calling in. See you next week.
The hairs on your arm will stand up at the terror in each sip and in each sup. Will you partake of that last offered cup or disappear into the potter's ground when the man comes around?
The last bastion of quality programming.
Why would you listen to any other radio station than 103.7?